Thank you, Presiding Officer. Fairtrade is a major success story of our time. The concept goes to the heart of the vision many of us from all parties share of a world of economic and social justice. People in Scotland can be proud of the role they have played in taking the idea of fair trade into the mainstream of society. So let me therefore congratulate Patricia Ferguson on securing this debate, and also congratulate her on a recent election as convener of the cross-party Group on International Development, which I'm the vice-convener. That group is the largest established in the Parliament, which in itself is a sign of Scotland's international outlook and commitment to global solidarity with those most in need. The basic principle behind the fair trade concept of paying producers in the developing world a social premium to protect them from the vagaries of the market and to providing a secure and sufficient income goes back to the formal establishment of the Fairtrade Foundation in 1992, an international fair trade labelling organisation network. But it is undoubtedly due to the hard work of the Foundation and the range of charities and NGOs which support its work that has led to the wide array of fair trade goods now available and the increasing levels of awareness amongst the public. In 2007, the sale of fair trade goods reached almost £500 million in the UK. Since 2005, the number of African producer organisations selling to the UK market has almost doubled from 81 to 152. And over half of the UK population, some 57%, now recognise and understand the fair trade mark. This awareness is hugely important because for many people, contact with the fair trade mark and fairly traded goods is the first step on a journey towards greater understanding of the social and economic injustices that leave so many producers and communities in the developing world in poverty. The work of schools, parishes like St John's and Carluke, and towns up and down the country, many in the south of Scotland, to achieve fair trade status is testament to the desire of many people to put their commitment to global justice into action. To achieve fair trade status, communities must be dedicated to change over the long term and willing to change what it means to be a consumer in a globalised world. I pay tribute to the work of Scotland's international development sector, especially that of Oxfam, SCIAF and Christian Aid, in supporting schools, churches and communities in their efforts to achieve fair trade status. I'm also aware of the progress towards Scotland achieving fair trade nation status. It is right that we do not rush into this, and I commend the work already being done to guide this process. The implications for public life and society more widely are immense. Every aspect of procurement, consumer and sourcing practices will have to be carefully monitored. But despite all the hard work and all the achievements of the fair trade movement, we are in truth only at the beginning of a journey towards a world where trade justice becomes a reality. The fair trade organisations remain the work of committed individuals backed by civil society and the wider public. They are building and promoting an alternative model of economic development. People in Scotland and across the rich world who buy fair trade goods make conscious decisions to do so, and by this decision recognise that by definition many of the alternative goods they purchase are unfairly traded. Multinational companies and rich country governments continue to manipulate the global markets in their interest. Oxfam summed that up in their report, Rigged Rules and Double Standards, through economic partnership agreements in the World Trade Organisation. The rich world denies developing nations the very protection and producer support that allowed countries like ours to become rich in the first place, all in the name of free market. That is why many of the organisations I mentioned earlier, and hundreds more across Scotland and the world, are not only backers of the Fair Trade Foundation, but also the trade justice movement, and indeed were the moving forces behind the Make Poverty campaign in 2005. So to conclude, I'm happy to join with my colleagues across the Chamber to stress our commitment to the fair trade movement today, so thank you.